Ferrari Nitro, and this is my final episode of the Forza Motorsport 7 speculation list. And I will give you my opinions on if Forza Motorsport 7 is to be taken seriously, but take this list with a pinch of salt or the history, because we'll be going around the history, the rivals of it, and many more. So let's get ready ASAP. Starting from Forza Motorsport 1. I don't really remember playing this. I didn't play it from the beginning, but I remembered apparently they said you can only drive at day or night. But we didn't have nighttime for ages in Forza, so that was interesting. And it was actually a proper simulator for its day. I think it was one of the first games to properly introduce damage and stuff, and it made the whole gaming industry turn down to them. So Forza was starting to gain attention from the likes of Gran Turismo, Need for Speed, Project Gotham, that is another interesting video game, and many more. And if it wasn't for Motorsport 1 on the original Xbox, we would not be able to get any of this. And if it wasn't for Sega, thanks Sega. But it really did help produce all the nice games that we've had up till I think it was Forza 5. Forza Horizon 2 was okay, but never mind. But from Forza Motorsport 2, this was actually I think it was third game. Forza 3 is first, Forza Motorsport 4 is second, but this was my third game. I actually remembered this, and it had something really interesting with it that I just remembered in the top of my head. It felt quite realistic, and many YouTubers started in it. It was a stepping stone. For example, I think it was Slap Train. He started on it. I think AR12, not sure where he started. And many other YouTubers. But I remember getting the game for some reason. And it was actually quite good. The graphic was good for 2007. The car was good. Or the cover car. That's one thing that Forza always seemed to impress. For me at least. And it's just a good game in general. Haven't got really much to say about it. But then we're going for something down my alleyway, or Ferrari Nitro Lane, Ferrari Nitro Street, Ferrari Nitro Avenue, or Ferrari Nitro City. And that is Forza Motorsport 3. And this was an epic game. This was my first game on Xbox. And the reason why I bought it was most of the racing games that I used to have, or random games that I had, were rubbish at the time. They were so easy. And I basically tried doing it with my eyes closed, and I still came first. Not showing off. I actually did it blindfolded. And then that went well. So I thought, let me find the hardest video game at that time for 360. And I came across this weird thing, and the cars are really realistic, and it was quite majestic for me, because I did not know what was going on. So I thought, I'm gonna ask for this, and then I got it. But the gameplay was so hard for my first time. But then, afterwards, I got into better stages, better groups and better things, and it started my channel kind of. And that is a good game, Forza 3, especially for me. But the only real problem I have is nothing. It's too perfect. But then for Forza Motorsport 4, most people call this the best game with Forza Motorsport 3. In my opinion, Forza Motorsport 3 is the best game, but Forza Motorsport 4 is up there. And this had quite good reviews with Forza 3. And I remembered this game quite a lot. It had so many things carried from Forza 3. I think we had Auction House, car clubs, and many more. And we had quite a lot of fun multiplayer things. We only had limited stuff, but we didn't have that annoying cycled hopper, online hopper. But if they did, it had 8. They only had 8 drivers on track compared to 24 that completely crash at you and bash at you. But what made this game shine from the rest is I basically remembered driving around. I think it was in a Peugeot 107, and I put crazy swaps. I ended up thrashing supercars like the McLaren 650S, no, 12C, 5458, Audi R8, V10 Plus, and many other cars. And it was quite fun. And I can't remember actually not frowning when I had the game, because every time I sat when the game was there, I thought, yeah, it's gonna make me feel good, and it did. And there's many tracks like Fujimi Kaido and stuff, like Maple Valley, they were good, and that is a good thing. But let's get to my favorite Horizon series. Most of you may think and guess Forza Horizon. And this game is an amazing game. It has the best surroundings. It doesn't have much to say, but it has surroundings and stuff that is really nice. It was quite grounded and quite majestic at times. It was impressive. And some of the cars that I had in the game were impressive. For example, I had a Ferrari FX and it ends out evolutionized. Dummy. And then I had a few others, and I did a glitch where I got the buses and stuff. It was quite funny when I did that. And I had some really weird things with the game that I thought, this is nice. I was on the glitching thing, and I got infinite credits, so I bought every car on every upgrade. And all the cars went just like Lightning McQueen did, but a million times quicker, so to say at the least. And that was going to be the best game for Horizon and Forza Motorsport at this time. And then we get at something slightly worse. Okay, miserably worse. Forza Motorsport 5. And this game was rushed, and it seems rushed. So is Need for Speed Rivals. But this does a way better game. And everything, I'll give credit where it's due. Basically, the cars feel more realistic than Forza Motorsport 6. And that's about it, to be honest. Other than that, I haven't got anything to say about it. But Forza Motorsport 5 was rubbish. It felt rushed. There's nothing to really have. The DLCs blowed. They did not suck. They blowed. And my reactions were, when I got the DLCs, I didn't get the DLCs because they blowed. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? But I only bought the game because I was less smart then. But I had to grow savvy then. But then, we had a slightly better game. Forza Horizon 2. And at least, by goodness, this had better views. We saw the seasides, we saw the ocean, we saw the Mediterranean. We had so much fun around the airplane area, especially I did. And it totally showed. My first few videos were actually on there before. Oh, don't mention the videos before, they're weird. But when I did the Horizon 2 videos, they were my first videos to go on the channel. And I remembered one of them that was Forza Horizon 2, Toyota Supra, 459 brake horsepower, 1459 brake horsepower. I don't mind what I call it, but it was a good video at least. For me it was. And it put a smile onto my face. And it had nice views and stuff. But it was still lacking from from Motorsport 4, because we did not have any auction house, but we did have car clubs. At least we had that. Forza Motorsport 5 took that away from us. Now we want it back. And they gave it us back soon, auction house. But then, we go to the game. We're currently playing Forza Motorsport 6. And this game was promised by Dan Greenwald to be one of the best Forza games we've ever got. And it's okay. It was an improvement over Forza 5 because that was been pushed out just like hot cross buns in a factory that has produced a billion. They weren't tasty. They just tasted too doughy. But this slightly improved the texture and stuff. But I had problems with a few tracks. Starting from Rio, I just found that quite boring, and it was so tiring doing it. I thought, for goodness sake, Forza, why can't you give us better things? If you're gonna give us this, you might as well just give us some gravy with it. It was quite annoying, but we did get a few good things. We got GT3 cars, we got LMP1 cars, we got a Ferrari 488 GTB. That's all I can really say, without going on a rant fest. But this is where the games slightly start to pick up. This is Horizon 3. This was an interesting game. I played it a lot on my channel. You can see mostly half of it, of my channel, consists of Horizon. Very little consists of Rocket League. I should really be doing Rocket League videos, but you can probably say in the comments down below. But what Horizon 3 is, it's a kind of comeback to Forza. It's not perfect in any shape or form. It doesn't really have that oomph. It doesn't really keep you glued to a seat. It just feels forced, and there's no script or anything, same as Horizon 2. But with this game, you get slightly more stuff. You get body kits. That's good for some people. I prefer substance and style. And we get things like auction house. That's a good one. I bought most of my Forza-thon cars on there. For example, I couldn't have Halo 5, but I did get the Warthog from there. I had 6 of them. AMC Pacer X. Just so I can throw that fish tank around. I think Ferrari 4... No, not 458. Ferrari 599 XX Evolutionize. I bought quite a few off them. And Lamborghini Sister Elemento. I did not get that. But I should have, I admit. I made a mistake. But we're going to Forza Motorsport 7. But this is in fact the 11th game from the franchise, if I'm right. With this game, I'm hoping that they get it completely right. I doubt they will, because the game will be rushed. But they haven't got enough time. They've got the Xboxes from January. And apparently, when I first heard about Forza Motorsport 7 was, this company called Fanatec, they accidentally blurted it out loud. And then we got YouTubers like AR12, me, many others, who were commenting on it and doing our wish lists. I've already done 4 episodes of it. But we wanted good stuff. But what am I expecting from this? I think we could possibly get car clubs, auction house, great wheel support. I don't have a wheel. I'm a little bit sad. I think we'll get snow, overcast, many things like that. I think a few more. I'd say wind. We actually get proper wind in the game. I don't mean Trump or fart or whatever you want to call it. I mean, for example, speeds of 150 or 170. That's just my wacky guess. and we get 4K 60 frames per second, or if you're trying to be ultra precise, at this photo of a Ferrari 458 GT3 from 2014, you see it at 60.05 frames per second, but I can't get the Scorpio, but if you can, you must feel really happy. I'm gonna stick to my Xbox One, cause that's a good console. But then, we've got Red Redemption 2. I won't be reviewing that, but many other channels will. So just check the other channels out. But that game will look nice as well. But I won't be giving my thoughts to it. But I'm sure many other YouTubers will. So check their channels out in the future. And tell me your stories of the whole Forza Motorsport franchise. And Forza 7 has so many competitors. We've got Dirt 4, we've got Project Cars, Need for Speed 2017, Gran Turismo Sport, and many other games. Even Asphalt 8, I'd actually call a competitor to Forza. It's what I call competitive, because it has so many fun cars. You can put paint jobs and everything on, and you get to drive them. It may not be too realistic, but it's fun at least. So, bye from Ferrari Nitro. Please like, subscribe, share, whatever you want to do. And hopefully, I will see you soon.